Good morning. Welcome back to Sun Upon 7. Just in case you missed it, we were just joined by representatives from Women in Sport Commission, and they're talking about their launch event happening this Saturday at the BTL Park, beginning at 6 o'clock for registration, 6:30 for the walk, run, or biking, and then you could follow up with yoga or a body fit segment afterwards. There will be a raffle once you register, so we invite everybody to come out. If you want, send me and Renata stumble up and
we come in
maybe
strong.
blow hard, just
we coming in strong, Brandon.
yeah, okay, there we go. Positivity this morning. But yes, we're here now in our second segment, and it is with Miss Ruby Reyes, and she's from the Peini. I said that correct? Peini Treasure Troves Learning Center. And we'll be discussing an upcoming virtual parent-teacher training scheduled for tomorrow.
Yes.
And it's entitled Early Literacy Skills, Becoming a Reader. So good morning, Ms. Reyes. Thank you for being on the couch with us this morning. How are you?
Good morning, Renata. Well, I'm a bit nervous because my students don't know that I'm here.
Ooh.
So when I get back to school, they will have a lot of questions. So I have to prepare. Yes, at least sneaky thing, and they'll have a lot of questions that I don't know if I'll be ready to answer, but I'm looking for. I feel fine. I'm happy to be here. This is my second appearance on the show.
Yeah.
And
I'm dance. Continue.
So, I'm really excited to share updates from PTTLC. We have our training coming up tomorrow, and I'm so happy about this training because, the response has been overwhelming from parents. They're really looking forward to this training. We initially intended to only target 30 persons, but currently our registration is at 45.
Wow.
And I am sure that after this show, the numbers will increase. So, yeah.
So definitely, the training now, it's to promote early literacy. Like you said, you've had 45 persons so far register. Could you maybe educate those who don't know what this event is about or what this virtual parent-teacher training is about so that you could sell it to them?
Okay. Well, first of all, I'd just like to say that PTTLC, Peini Trove Learning Center, is a community-based organization, and our pillars focus on service, advocacy, and support. And so this is a part of the support element of our organization. Right. We try to engage in these community interventions to support marginalized and well-marginalized communities. And in this case, we're looking at targeting persons who, are struggling with literacy. Belize has an 82% literacy rate, which means that about 45%, over 45,000 adults are illiterate.
Right.
And so that means then that these parents would not have the capacity to assist their children at home, specifically when it comes to distance education, where you are the ones who's teaching your child. So if you're struggling with literacy, that will, be transferred to your child. And so that cycle continues. And so we're hoping that by offering this intervention, we'll be able to support parents to develop resilience and, successful habits. Reading at night is a very successful, that will elevate you to another level if you're consistent in it. And so that's what we want to share with our parents and teachers in this training.
So with this training, how would basically it run down? So what the time, what would they basically be learning about? What do they have to bring any kind of resources? I mean, I know it's virtual, so when they come to the computer then, would they have to bring anything specific? Like they have to have book, pen, paper? What is it that they need to be able to qualify to be ready for this thing?
Well, it's unfortunate that the training is virtual. I mean, we want to be, that human interaction is important.
Right.
And, we miss interacting with others. But this is the best approach for us right now, simply because our reach will be greater. And so parents who signed up can expect that the first 30 participants are receiving a package. And that package, we got fortunately, we got funding from Full Basket Belize to prepare the materials that we have in this package. And so we're able to provide that with parents. However, when parents participate in the training, they will receive additional support materials from our facilitators. And I must say big up to Ms. Karen Thomas. She is the organizer. She's facilitating this entire training. She did one before last year, and it's because of the success of that one why we're having this one. And again, our parents leave our training with a wealth of information. Both, physical handouts that they can use and just tips to improve literacy in their children. So we're hoping that when they leave our training, that they will feel confident in assisting their child in both reading and writing. They don't need to feel intimidated that, oh, this is a teacher's job. No, we're having teachers teach you how to support your child. So it's very exciting. It's super exciting. The parents, they look forward to it because, they feel that this will help my child to do better in school. I should see improvement academically, after I'm working with you at home and we're making our little manipulatives together. So you're also building that relationship with your child by engaging in these activities.
Definitely. I love the fact, because I take it even further than just helping your child. I feel like it's helping yourself to be able to know you can pick up a book and you can read, you can open your mind, you can tell a movie from a book. Like you can really just be able to dive into this. And so it increases your vocabulary, your comfort in life, because it's not like these labels or anything that you see, you can read them, it doesn't intimidate you. So I think it opens a different horizon for parents out there to be able to feel like they belong, that they can take on anything that they have out there. So I'm encouraging parents out there to please. So for registration, how can they go about registering right now still?
Okay, so visit our Facebook page, Peini Trove Learning Center. The registration form is there. You can send us a direct message and we can, send you additional information, because what we do is we send a letter and the registration form. That way you know what to expect. Okay. The training is from 9 to 12. So it's virtual, so we're opening it up to as many persons who want to register. Initially, our funders asked that we try to target persons within our immediate community in the Toledo district. However, because it's a virtual training, we're offering it to the entire country. So already we have parents who have signed up from San Ignacio, from Belmopan, here in Belize City, and of course in Punta Gorda, the Toledo district. So, yeah.
All right. So, extending it out to Corozal, Orange Walk, Belize,
San Pedro,
Kikaka, all of these places. I love that because like you said, it's a virtual platform. It's accessible to everybody. Is there any price or anything associated with it?
No. We try to minimize costs as much as possible for our clients, the communities that we serve, because we do know of the financial restrictions brought on by COVID. And so that's why we started Peini Trove Learning Center. We really wanted to just offer some support for those persons who cannot afford to pay for their children to get the additional, intervention that they need. So this training is absolutely free. Thanks again to Full Basket Belize for, responding positively to our grant application and for supporting this initiative. And so now it's up to parents to respond. They've already responded. So, we're encouraging more persons to sign up for this wonderful opportunity. And I'd just like to say that this is a program that will run over 5 sessions, and these 5 sessions will run up until October. So what we're doing is we're pacing the sessions so that way we can properly assess the impact of the strategies that the parents learn. So we expect that the parents will be open to sharing with us, some best practices, and also ways in which we can improve for the next training. So for every training, there is a new set of registration. So if you don't catch the first one, you can catch the second one or the
okay.
third one. All right, so there is no penalty, Renata,
I know this, but I just
for
I just feel
missing
like
any session.
you have to spread the love, Miss Ruby.
I feel like when a rock get through, just know what I dodged that
Fast,
clean.
cool, days, Miss Ruby, the throw rock out of me or no, I don't understand. But what I do want to ask too as well, which is really important. I know you mentioned the email address that people can be able to go out and they can go on the Facebook page and all these things. Can you give a phone number? Because when we're talking about the idea of literacy, maybe writing out these things might be a problem. So I'm thinking maybe having a phone number that these parents can call and get that step-by-step guidance on how to register would be something very necessary too as well.
Okay, so you can contact us at 613-7522. Within normal working hours, if we don't respond, we're all working. So I
know that struggle.
I know that's a major struggle. So if you don't get a response immediately, please shoot us a message and we'll try to respond as soon as possible. Thank you for that, Renata.
No problem. Because I'm just thinking that there's probably parents that heard what you said and they're like, okay, I don't know how to spell that. I don't know.
Or I'm computer illiterate.
Or
period.
yeah, and I'm just struggling. So I just want that phone call where Miss Ruby can whisper to your ears, this is how you press the button. I'm just
You know,
joking.
I never thought of that. But thanks for raising that point. We have a very unique name. So
Right.
it's a tongue twister. But our name is very deliberate.
Right.
Toledo is known as the Forgotten District.
Yes.
So Peini Treasure Trove Learning Center is a direct, how would I say, the opposite of that. You know, it's highlighting another element of the country.
It's a platform.
It's a platform.
Right.
It's a more positive highlight of our district.
Right.
So it's showcasing the wealth of what we have to offer, both in terms of our, natural and human resources. So, yeah.
And so the Facebook page will be having all the new trainings to come as well, because you said you're extending it to October. So if you can't make it tomorrow because something come up, you have to go out or whatever it is, I don't know your life how they born. I don't worry. I just know that you can be able to make it to the next training to come, which hopefully will not be too far along from it.
The next training will be in May, actually.
Okay.
Because, like I said, we want to give parents enough time to apply the strategies and to give us feedback. And again, this will all be a part of our analysis of the entire program and then, revamp it for next year.
Question, Ms. Ruby. I know we've been saying parents, but in general, people that just don't understand or don't have literacy skills in that form, can they also come to us? Because I think when you say parents, people might feel like they're blocked out too, that they maybe can't possess the skills. Is it open for people that in general don't have the literacy skills that want to be able to just tap into this?
I think I should have clarified earlier that this training is specifically for parents with 4 to 7 year old.
Okay.
So if you want to support your child within that age range, then this is a training for you. If you just want to gain the skills, maybe you're a daycare provider, you can join the session. It's just that when you respond to the application form, that part where we request your child's age would not be applicable to you.
Okay, so tutors or
students,
daycare providers,
interns.
like you said. Right. Okay, great.
This is a great opportunity so they can be able to tap into. And I'm sure they can give a call and say, I'm not in this age range, or I don't have this criteria, but maybe can we see if we could work out something where I can be able to be helped in some way. I'm sure that your group would not be, pushing that idea down too. Because literacy, we have 45,000.
Over 45,000 persons.
Forget.
Who are illiterate. And, having been, I'm a teacher, and what concerned me was when I started teaching at the University of Belize, and I saw students struggling there. And that was a serious concern for me, because I knew that there would be students who would be struggling, but I never thought it would have been, so many in my class. And so that experience stuck in my head, and I'm like, we have to do something, and COVID came, and COVID exposed everything in our education system a lot. It exposed a lot. And so, this was the perfect opportunity for us as a community, really, of educators to step up to the plate and offer, the support that our community needs.
Oh, we thank you so much,
Yes.
Ms. Ruby and Ms. Karen, that's spearheading this, and all the other committee members that are putting their, foot out there, helping out and everything, because I know when I have our own personal jobs, do this volunteer work, then I couldn't get paid for this. And so we truly appreciate the work that you're doing. I'm sure parents out there appreciate it. This is the open call. They're having one training tomorrow, but there are more trainings to come. Message in. They've given a number. If you miss it, you can go back and replay. They have the Facebook page that you can be able to be updated on. Don't miss out on these great opportunities to educate yourself, to be able to impact your child's life, to be a part a little bit more. Open the horizons for your mind. You will not regret it. Take advantage of these opportunities. So thank you so much, Ms. Ruby,
Yes,
for being
thank you,
here.
thank you.
And with that, we go to our next commercial break. But we're continuing on the path of literacy. So we have Ben Pin Press coming up next, talking about how they are publishing. Remember, they were here talking about getting people to please send in all their articles, all their pieces, the poems and everything. So we have exciting news to be announcing. Stay tuned for that exciting conversation. We'll be right back.